fantastically well today. I had a conversation and I want to ask you a question. Have you ever struggled as a woman in leadership with thinking on your feet? Perhaps you've been in an interview setting, or you've been in a board meeting, or perhaps you have a conversation with a colleague where something was mentioned to you that pretty much just caught you off guard and you wasn't expecting it. Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you a few strategies that will help you be able to start thinking on your feet and being able to respond in a way that still displays your confidence, your expertise, and your insight on a subject matter, even if you may not be 100% sure on what you should say. A lot of times people struggle with this. This is something that a lot of my clients talk to me about, and it's a dream of people to feel confident, to feel like if they're asked a question that they don't know the answer to, that they can still respond to it and appear as if they know what they're talking about, right? Would you want to feel that way? Put it in the comments below and let me know if this is something that you dream about sometimes as a woman in leadership. So are you ready? Because I'm going to share with you 20 years worth of secrets that I have learned that have helped many of my clients and myself be able to communicate at that higher elite communication level that you will be at if you are subscribed to my channel. So this is a great opportunity for you to take a moment, just a moment, to click the subscribe button and subscribe to my channel and to like this video if you appreciate someone being able to show you and tell you what you can do to start being able to think on your feet. I'm looking forward to hearing from you and being able to support you on your journey. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get into it. And I appreciate you all for joining today. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. This is going to be an exciting topic that a lot of people want to learn more about. So the first strategy I want to share with you in terms of being able to think on your feet when you're given a scenario and you're not sure how to respond is to first master your nonverbal communication skills. You may be saying, what in the world? How does this have to do with being able to think on my feet? What does it do? Because oftentimes when you are thinking on your feet, our first response will be either to raise our eyebrows up, our eyebrows may go down, or we may just frown because we're caught off guard. So I want you to really consider how you are communicating at a higher level, because sometimes you just don't know how to think on your feet and your nonverbal cues will completely give it all away. So in order for you to display that executive presence, to display that confident woman in leadership, you want to control how you are responding, not only in your mind, but with your face, because oftentimes people struggle with that. So before I go forward, hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining today. There's a lot of people here, and so I hope that you all are really looking forward to learning how you can start thinking on your feet. I'm going to give you 20 years of experience from me being a C-suite executive, a manager, a director, a public speaker that will put your communication skills at that higher level than your peers and help you advance in your career and to feel more empowered and confident. So I want to say hello, Samira, hello. Ibn Kids, hello. Akram, hello. And I'm sorry if I'm not saying your names correctly. Hello, Ciro. And there's football, there's Sparman. Hello, hello. Nice to meet you all. Thank you for joining for different parts of the world. And I want to hear from you. What are some questions that you have as to how can you think on your feet? This is your opportunity to learn from a experienced person to help you think on your feet. So the first strategy I shared with you is that you will need to control your nonverbal gestures. That is absolutely the very first thing that you need to do to be able to think on your feet, because your nonverbal gestures will give away what your mouth does not want to say. So you want to make sure that they are in direct alignment with what is being said. Now, I encourage you to sign up for my email list. There's a certain type of smile that I shared with them in terms of how you want to be able to manage situations like this. So sign up for my email list. It's at exciteexcellence.org to learn some more detailed secrets, more advanced communication skills that will help you on your journey. So that is the first strategy that will help you be able to think on your feet is control your nonverbal gestures. Now, the second strategy that will help you to think on your feet is to plan ahead. Majority of the time when you are in a business setting or perhaps in a workplace setting or having a conversation, we somewhat know what the conversation is about. Sometimes we may not know, and I want to talk to you, if you stay till the end of this video, about how you can manage those situations when you don't know what is going to be spoken about. But oftentimes we kind of have an idea as to know what is actually going to be discussed. So what I encourage you to do, what has been a great strategy for my clients, have had a lot of success with this, is that you will need to plan ahead and think about what you're going to talk about. Are there any best case, worst case scenarios that you need to practice for? Are there any statistics, or perhaps maybe there's an article you might want to read upon before you have this conversation? Because all of this information you need in your mind so that when you come up with that scenario, you need to think on your feet, you can just easily pull out, oh, I reviewed this article yesterday and they discussed this particular method for addressing this challenge, or whatever the case may be. It doesn't have to be an academic scholarly article. It could be a news article. It could be something in your specific discipline. It could be about politics. It could be about whatever it is that you want to prepare for. But take a few moments to think about the conversation that you plan on having in advance so that you can be prepared for those questions that come up, to allow you to be very confident when you are thinking on your feet. So I'm going to take a moment to say hello to everyone. I appreciate you all for being here, and I want to hear from you. What are some struggles that you've been having as it relates to thinking on your feet? This is an opportunity for you to learn for someone who is very skilled in this area. I've done so many conversations, and I've been on the news. I've given congressional testimony for the state of Florida, and I want to be able to provide you with some insights that will just help you in your day-to-day life. That is my goal, is to give you these very elite, high-level communication skills and just bring them to your everyday life to help you advance in your career. All right, so let's go back. Thank you so much, Sri. Love the makeup. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. It is a Natasha Denona bronze palette, just for you to know. So thank you so much. And okay, so there's a comment saying, I'm talking before I'm thinking, unfortunately. A lot of times that will happen. That will definitely happen. So when you have those scenarios come up, when you feel like you start talking before you're thinking, I'm going to give you my third strategy here. And this is definitely a secret strategy that I share with my clients that has helped them to, and it will actually help you too, in terms of being able to not start talking before you start thinking. So one of the things that I've found that helps my clients out is when they take a moment to really pause before that conversation takes place, it will help you. So that's going to lead me into my third strategy for you. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. The third strategy that I want to share with you is, when you have those situations come up, is to do the following. Ask a question to buy yourself time to think. I provide this as a strategy to my clients who are working with me when they are trying to prepare for their interviews, because interviewing is all about communication, and that is why you're watching this video, is to learn how to communicate better. But this is just one strategy I share with my clients. I share many more, so if you want to work together, just reach out to me at info@exciteexcellence.org, or perhaps you want to talk about your specific situation, and I'll give you some guidance in terms of how you can communicate at a higher level. But an example of this would be as follows. Someone asks you a question, and your instant response is just to say whatever it is that you want to say. I encourage you just to stop for a second. Pause. You can either take a breath, you can swallow, but ask them this: can you please repeat that question again? Because those seconds that you said that, and the seconds that it takes for them to respond, gives you time to start thinking in your mind about what it is you want to say, so that you don't necessarily just blurt out an answer. Most of the time, when you ask someone to repeat the question that they asked, they have to think also, and think, what do I want? What did I say? And they may rephrase the question in a way that makes more sense to you. This is an advanced level strategy. This is something that you would do as an advanced communicator, as a C-suite executive, I'm giving you a tip that you can use in your everyday conversations, especially as a professional, to help you really elevate your communication skills. This is something that will buy you time. It'll give you time to think. And now you need to start thinking about what it is that you want to say. Being able to control your nonverbal gestures, as I mentioned, as strategy number one, and then also being able to do a bit of research beforehand on your topic or on the conversation will allow you to prepare for situations like that. And this is a perfect example as to when you're completely caught off guard, but you don't know what to say. Well, then buy yourself some time. Now, there's a lot of other statements you can make, but you want to definitely subscribe to my channel to learn more about those statements, or sign up for my email list. That'll be a great place, or attend some of my upcoming masterclasses that are going to be happening here within the next month that will help you be able to elevate on a higher level as it relates to how you are communicating. So I hope that that answers your question, because that is the secret that I would share with you. All right. So what other, oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for subscribing. Yes, absolutely. And if you have any other questions, feel free to let me know. I understand that, especially just as general people, we are not really taught how to communicate at a higher level. We're not taught how to negotiate our salaries. We're not taught how to really be able to present ourselves as an executive or develop our executive presence. I've been a C-suite executive and a manager and director for the past 20 years, and I've seen it, regardless of gender, that people really do genuinely struggle with this. So I appreciate you so much for asking that question, because a lot of people have questions like this and they just don't know what to say. So I want to recap for those of you who just joined. These are the strategies I want to share with you as it relates to communicating at that higher level that you will do if you are subscribed to my channel. So if you have friends and colleagues that you know are struggling with communication, maybe they have some challenges there, then let me know. Have them come and subscribe to the channel, or at least watch a couple live videos. I'm here to really support and elevate everyone in the world that I can be able to communicate at that higher level. Of course, I have a focus on women in leadership because there are some unique challenges that women in leadership face, but I'm here to really provide you with knowledge and help you in your day-to-day life. So if you're just now joining, I'm sharing with you strategies to help you think on your feet. Think on your feet when those situations come up and you don't know what to say. The very first strategy I shared with you is to master your nonverbal communication gestures, because oftentimes what will happen is your body will say what your mind and your mouth do not want to say. So you want to make sure that that is something you have together. The second is to make sure you spend a bit of time planning ahead for whatever conversation is that you're about to have. Read some articles, review some statistics, so that when those questions come up, you are ready to talk about them very quickly. And third and finally is a more advanced level strategy that I shared with you, and that is to buy yourself some time. This is a strategy, advanced level strategy I'm sharing with y'all because I appreciate you all for being a subscriber. This is something I would tell my clients. You want to be able to buy yourself time. So when someone asks you a question and you don't know how to respond, instead of blurting out an answer, say, "Can you please repeat the question?" That will buy you precious seconds for you to start thinking in your head as to what it is you want to say. These are strategies that will absolutely help you be able to start thinking on your feet. And if you want to learn more, then reach out to me, contact me at info@exciteexcellence.org, or you can take a look at my website. I have a couple services that I offer specifically that helps you. The communication skills audit is really something that will definitely elevate your communication skills in terms of how you are presenting yourself as an executive, as a leader, as a woman in leadership. You will get to the next level with an audit, because I'm going to take a look at how you're communicating. What are some nonverbal gestures that you might be doing that are taking away from your confidence, or perhaps making people think that you're not as confident as you need to be, or things you may be saying to yourself and doing that you're not consciously doing that are preventing you from being able to grow in your career, feel more empowered, feel like you belong at the table. So communication skills audit is definitely a great resource. I do want to share with you that I have a masterclass marathon going on for the month of March. So if you are wanting to elevate your communication skills as a woman in leadership, I have 4 masterclasses for you. The first is on interview preparation and salary negotiation. The second is going to be on public speaking and presentation skills. The third is going to be on executive presence and development. And the fourth is going to be on elite communication skills at work. So if you are approaching quarter number one, actually, and you feel like you are at a place where you are doing okay, or perhaps you feel like you are at ground zero and you need to start this whole new year over again in terms of how you're communicating and really being able to present yourself as an executive, then you want to sign up for the masterclasses. Join my email list at exciteexcellence.org. You're welcome to follow me here, of course, on YouTube. And then on LinkedIn and Instagram, I spend most of my time there, but I'm spending a lot more time on YouTube again. So I'm going to check to see if there's any questions. If you have any questions, let me know as it relates to thinking on your feet. I'm going to stay on here for just a few more moments because I have another actual course I'm participating in that I want to listen in on, and I want to make sure that I listen in to a lot of it so I can provide you all with some more value as you are navigating through your journey. So a lot of people from India, hello, welcome from India. Okay, fantastic, appreciate that. Dr. Storkel says, does praying to Jesus help to gain a big pay raise? Well, I personally would say it depends on who you believe in and where your faith lies. That can also help you when you're going through, especially very challenging situations. I know I've been through some very friendly and some very contentious situations in my career as a C-suite executive and as a director and a manager. So yes, you can send some prayers, because sometimes, honestly, depending on the scenario, you're gonna need them. You're gonna need some support. So let me know any other questions you all have as it relates to how to think on your feet. I've given you some really great strategies to help you start thinking on your feet. And if it's something you want to learn even more about, then put some things in the comments below. Let me know. I will happily talk more about this topic for you and provide you with more of those next level, high quality, high touch, high communication skills that will definitely have you communicating at a higher level than your peers, so that you can advance to that next level in your career and make that impact that you're looking to do. So if you're watching this on the replay, put some things in the comments below. If you have any questions, I will answer them. I will respond to them as long as they're appropriate, because sometimes people on YouTube can be inappropriate, unfortunately. But majority of people are really trying to gain knowledge and really trying to accelerate their career growth and be the best people that they can be, so that they can impact other generations and other people as well, which is my mission. I'm really here to help elevate the communication skills of women in leadership. I do understand that there's a lot of people from my audience that may not necessarily fall in that category, so I want to be able to at least provide you with something, because it just takes one opportunity for you to feel like you are empowered. And if I can help you be able to communicate in a way to make you feel empowered, I'm changing your life, and I'm changing the life of your family, of your generation, and that is what is important to me. So let me know if you have any questions. I'm here to support you on your journey. Anything else you all want to learn more about as it relates to communicating at that higher level, what to do, what to say, what not to say, how to say it, when to say it, what time not to say it, I will definitely support you on that. So I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video.